When I work through my second example, the same process follows. I do negative 1/2 times 3, which is negative 1 and 1/2. Then I would do negative 1/2 times negative 2. This is the part where some people make mistakes. This is a negative times a negative. Negative 1/2 times negative 2 is positive 1. Now, this piece over here is not inside the parentheses, and it's not directly to the left of the parentheses. So the rest of this just drops straight down. So it's plus 4x minus 2. And then I just code it and I solve it from here. So I have negative 1.5, which is a constant. I have negative 2, which is a constant. Negative 1.5 minus 2 is negative 3.5. And then I have 1x plus 4x, which gives me 5x. So the difference between these two examples here is on the left-hand side, I had to distribute twice. I distributed the positive 3 here, and I distributed this positive 3 here. In the example on the right, I distributed my negative 1/2 both to positive 3 and negative 2x, but there was nothing to distribute here. This just dropped straight down. So using those two examples, go ahead and pause the tape and then try these two problems, and we'll go over them together. Okay, the first problem here, when we distribute, 4 times 2x is 8x. 4 times negative 3y is negative 12y. Now in this case, this is a little bit trickier because you see we have a negative sign to the right before this. So that's really like saying a negative 1. So we're distributing negative 1 here, and we're distributing negative 1 here. So negative 1 times 2x is negative or minus 2x. Negative 1 times 5y is negative or minus 5y. Once we have everything distributed, we can code them. I have some x's here, 8x minus 2x. And notice when I'm drawing the symbols, I'm still making sure I have everything. The symbols are not floating around. When I drew the lines previously, I extended the line all the way to capture the symbols. If I'm going to draw circles or squares or boxes, I'm still going to make sure that I have all of the signs. Then I just combine my like terms. 8 minus 2 is 6, so that'll be 6x. Negative 12 minus 5 would be negative 17y. I would absolutely use my calculator for that. And then the last one, it looks like I'm going to have to do some distributing here too. So the first thing I'm going to do is negative 2 times 8x, which is negative 16x. And really the key to this is making sure you're careful using your calculator and thinking, okay, negative 2 times 8, I'm just going to write a little neater. Negative 2 times 8 is negative 16. Negative 2 times positive 10 is negative 20y. Then everything else gets brought down because it's not inside the parentheses. Then I code it. I have some x's, two groups of x's. Actually, I have three groups of x's, and I just have my one group of y's because there's an x, an x, and an x. So my y's are pretty simple. It's just negative 20y. My x's, negative 16 minus 2x is negative 18x. Negative 18 minus 2.5 is negative 20.5x. And there it is. So your assignment for today is working on combining and distributing. And here is the link.